What's up, guys? Today we're talking about a secret side hustle that you're not going to hear anyone else talking about, and it's working events. That's right, doing things like corporate events, food festivals, weddings. These events hold a lot of opportunity, not only for a higher hourly income than, let's say, driving for Uber or DoorDash or grocery shopping with Instacart or things like that, but it also yields a lot of career opportunities. You can grow into this career or just use it as a stair step for other opportunities. And you typically get free food, which is another huge perk. Let's jump into it. First, I want to discuss what working events really means, because there's a lot of different jobs you could have at these events. There's things like tear down and setup crew. There's also the AV crowd that does the electrical, the lighting, the sound. There's also the social media crew, the people taking content. And there's guest services and oftentimes a registration tent. Can't forget about backstage support and vendor logistics. There's even brand ambassadors and event promotion. And so that's a list of different positions that you can fill to make yourself more valuable and be a part of these events. Part of the reason I love events is because it's the best side hustle for a full-time worker. Typically, people work Monday to Friday, and when do events usually happen? On the weekend or at night, like night markets or concerts. So you can really piggyback event work on top of your traditional job and have that second form of income. Because the statistics show that about 36% of Americans have a side hustle. And if you're going to have a side hustle, you might as well find one that has the best pay and the best benefits. When it comes to events, there's different levels of involvement. Let's say you're a beginner and you're entry level. That's really going to be you showing up the day of events and helping with the labor, helping with the logistics, and being boots on the ground for that event. The more advanced level of involvement would be coordinating with vendors, being an event lead, and really handling some of those management responsibilities. Of course, with the larger amount of responsibility, typically that leads to a higher paycheck. And then, of course, the highest level of involvement would be a specialist. You do AV equipment. Maybe you're a specialist when it comes to acquisition of vendors, getting people onboarded to work with you. Or that might even be a brand ambassador who does marketing to bring the crowd to an event. And there's a low barrier of entry. Almost anyone can get involved with something like this. Plus, there's opportunity to scale up your knowledge. So starting from an entry-level position and working your way up to running the events yourself and being the one that actually facilitates and organizes these events. So personally, I work events like this all the time. It's been a side hustle of mine for years. But a more fun example I have personally was EDC, the music festival in Orlando. I actually was event staff on that event. I got free entry, I got free food, and it was amazing. It's just an example of when you work events, not only do you get all these perks and you get paid, but you make these memories that last a lifetime. Now, when it comes to the standard pay and some of these different event positions, I have a printout of the averages. For general event staff, we're looking at about 17 to 18 per hour. Now, if you're a server or a bartender at one of these events, although it will require previous experience, you're more likely to earn $24 to $35 per hour. Moving along, being a brand ambassador will typically earn you about $30 per hour. Now, if you're an event coordinator yourself, you're looking at more 25 to 50 per hour or a flat fee. That flat fee, especially when you have a lot of experience under your belt, you're more justified in asking for a higher flat fee for a per event basis. And lastly, if you do AV or technical setup, your hourly rate can be a lot higher. You could be looking at about 50 per hour and up. And here's the thing, you can make more in one night of work than you would a full day of driving for Uber. You really can. You can make $160 to $300 in one event, depending on what skill set you have. Now, all good things come with their challenges, and a few challenges to look out for with events is irregular scheduling. Sometimes events are gonna fluctuate based on weather, gonna fluctuate based on venue, and it's gonna fluctuate how much labor is involved. These events can be very labor intensive, carrying heavy things, walking a lot. No matter what city you live in, there's events happening every single weekend. And there's some easy ways to find them. Some of the best ways, in my opinion, is to go on Eventbrite and see what events are coming up. Or another idea is to go on Facebook. There is the Facebook events tab, and there's also Facebook groups and a few other event websites that might help you find events include All Aces, which is an event staffing agency, Victory Marketing, which is another event staffing agency, Meetup.com. You can look up wedding vendor directories like The Knot or Zola, and also LinkedIn and Instagram are great resources as well. And the best way to get started, if you're struggling to find paid events, then start by working volunteer events. If you are part of the staff at a volunteer festival or a concert, whatever it is, that's part of your resume. And then you could start building, you can put together testimonials and pictures. And from there, that's where the real magic happens. Because once you have that sort of resume to your name, then you can combine skills for a higher payday. Let's say you're event staff, but you're also making content for the event. That's a combination of skills that will yield you a higher ROI, return on your investment, or in this case, it's a time investment. Another way that you can up your skills when it comes to events, if you get a certification, let's say AV certification, event management, or public relations. These types of certifications really help to make you stand out from the rest. And the mindset you're gonna wanna go into working events with is this isn't just quick cash. This is a real opportunity. And your reputation is everything. Show up on time. Don't miss an event. If you say you're going to work that event, show up and do good work. And you know, I have an event coming up in a couple weeks that I'm preparing for, which is what made me think of this video. As I'm going through the list on everything I have to do, it made me realize that this is good information to share. So all in all, what's the takeaway? Start small, start local, document everything. Take pictures, get testimonials, write down logistics. As you're thinking of little tips and tricks that help you, write that down and reach out to at least one event coordinator. See if they need help, because they probably do. And lastly, you get bonus points if you can co-mingle your event duties with another side hustle on top of it. Like for me, I'm a realtor, so I promote my real estate business. Or no matter what trade you're in, for your main hustle, you can promote that at this side hustle. You can use both to coexist and grow together, build you the best return on your time investment. And that's what this has all been about. Funny trick that I have, an idea really, because I haven't done it yet, but I get all these free magazines, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand these out at my tent at the event. I'm gonna staple my business card on there. Having little things to give away or having an actual giveaway with prizes, it makes all the difference when you're attracting people to your vendor spot, but that's a whole different topic. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, drop any questions you have in the comments below. Smash the like button, click that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.